Alright, so let's go for a quick drive in the '05 Chrysler Pacifica. This is a touring model with the 3.5-liter V6, making 250 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque, paired to a 4-speed shiftable automatic. This one has 91,917 miles on it. Shut the air off here. Okay, let's get going. Now this thing is pretty big. It's bigger than you think it is, especially when backing up. Excuse the clunking you may hear. It needs ball joints and tie rods, but that's just normal maintenance. That's not a big deal. On the gauges in this car are very Mercedes. Like, this does have some Mercedes influence in it. As soon as you hit 20 miles an hour, the seats will, the doors will lock automatically. Can't decide where I want to go. I think I'm gonna go Panera. Now, if you take care of these Pacificas, they actually aren't bad cars at all. They're somewhat powerful, at least the 3.5-liter V6s. This is the top engine choice. The other, because the Pacifica for '05 came in 3 different trims. There was base, touring, which is this one, and then there was the limited. The limited came with a little cool navigation system within the gauge cluster. But in '05 that was only available in Unlimited. But the Touring came standard with the 3.5-liter V6, and the base model only came with a 3.8. And the 3.8 made something like 210 horsepower, so it was pretty down on power, especially compared to this. But I'll try to shut up and just drive. Now, when accelerating hard, you can tell that this thing only has 4 gears. Because honestly, when you're flooring it, the transmission knocks the engine right out of its power band. But when you're just cruising along, you can't really tell at all. And it shifts kind of like a 5-speed. No, obviously not as quick as mine, but Hondas typically have much snappier, but much less reliable gearboxes. So let's try a little acceleration here. Probably gonna start at 40 and I'll go up to whatever. So that was about 35 to 65. And the gas pedal in this car is very, very, very light. I thought that was my mother for a second. Let's see how he looks exactly like ours. It's on auto. Yes, they are. Alright. Headlights are on. So at 60 miles an hour, this thing is exactly at 2 gram RPMs, but there's not a lot of engine vibration. It does have this little manual mode, also known as auto stick. I don't like how you can't feel the gas pedal at all. When you put your foot down, it feels like you're just putting it flat down on the floor. It doesn't even feel like you're pressing anything, and I don't like that. But at least the brakes don't feel like that. That's one good thing. It does have this little menu screen. Oh, menu and park only. Oh, that's stupid. Well, maybe it's step. There it is. That's it. Compass, average miles a gallon, 14.8. That's because this is my friend's car, and he has one of the most lead-filled foots I've ever seen. 151 miles to empty. I'm at a little about half a tank right now. Oh, shit. Put it down on the auto stick. I do like how with this auto stick, you can shift it in and out of first gear by yourself. That's one thing I don't like about my TO, is that it automatically shifts in and out of first gear for you. Now, he does have an aftermarket sound system in this. The only stock speaker in this is the one up on the dash here. And of course, and this car is actually the one who that went down to Florida. It took the, what was it, 3,100 mile round trip, because he did like 500 miles down there. So it was a 3,100 mile round trip, and the car did great. Finally working on the Silver Pass that they've been working on for a year that I've never finished. Feels like the torque converter locks up at 40 miles an hour, and it's a little bit, that's a little bit weird for me, because I'm used to driving a car with a 5-speed between the TL and the Camry, which is what I'm driving currently at the moment of this video. I'm driving the Camry because the TL's in the body shop. But the TL with its 5-speed and the Camry with its 5-speed, I'm used to the torque converter locking up around 50 miles an hour. In the Camry it's 45, and the TL it's 50. But I always forget this is a 4-speed. At first I thought it was a 5, and then I looked at, and I saw that it shifted kind of funny, and the gears were kind of long, and I was like, I wonder if it's only a 4. And then I went home, looked it up, and it was only a 4. But oh well, it does the car okay. I know later in these Pacifica years, it was either 06 or 07, where they were updated. A 4-liter V6 became available, and that received a 6-speed automatic, and that helped acceleration a lot. But this car would be a lot snappier with even one more gear. 2 would be great, but even if it was just another gear, it would be perfect. These are not the stock headlights either. These are the brightest Sylvanias that they sell. They're not HIDs, but they kind of look like HID. They have that HID look, but they're not really HIDs. Because my friend wasn't gonna get the conversion kit and all that. It's just a pain in the ass, and not really worth it. But I'm just going to sit in traffic, so I think I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and that's the test drive on the 2005 Chrysler Pacifica Touring. I will have a full tour video on this car coming when it's clean. It's absolutely filthy right now. Because I got back from Florida a week ago. But that's all. Thanks for watching.